Hello students, welcome to my next video. Students, in the previous lecture, in the previous video, I think I have discussed with you a small introduction of reconstitution of partnership firm, where we have discussed about various forms, that is profit sharing ratio, first one. Second one, we have admission of partner. Third one, retirement of partner. And the fourth one was death of a partner. In this chapter we are going to deal in detail about admission of a partner, why we admit a partner into the business. There are basically two reasons why we admit a new partner into the business. The first one is for a great capital base. We want a good capital base, we want large amount of capital to be brought into the business. For that reason we admit a new partner into the business. Second thing, for goodwill. Second thing is for managerial skills, because we want to create or we want to bring more performance in our business. So for that we may need to hire a person into our business who has a very good managerial skills, what we don't have, what the existing partners do not have, to carry on the business in a more better manner. Okay, so before jumping to the problem, we are having certain calculation part which we have to understand. Previously what happened, the profits and losses, suppose we have two partners in the business, so the profits and losses, whatever is there, it will be distributed among the two partners. So those partners are termed as old partners. Okay, but now what happened, now we are admitting a new partner, so automatically the profit sharing ratio of the partners will change. So the first calculation what we have in this chapter is new ratio. So the first calculation we have is new ratio. So what is new ratio? We will just learn. As the new partner is admitted in partnership firm, the profit sharing ratio of existing partners changes, and there is need to calculate new profit sharing including the new partner. Okay, this ratio is used for writing off goodwill and capital adjustment. So as I told you that previously the two partners were into the business, now a third partner is admitted. Because of that, what happened is their profit sharing ratio will change. So we have to calculate the new profit sharing ratio of, or we have to find the profit sharing ratio of the new partner who is admitted along with the existing partners. Okay, so now suppose we assume if total profit is 1. Suppose we say that the total profit is 1. 1 means, suppose I show one roti over here, this is one profit. So this is a total profit. This is a total profit what we are having. So this, with the help of this profit, one profit, we are finding out the new profit sharing ratio. So what is the step? The first step is balance of 1. Balance of 1. So balance of 1 is equal to 1 minus, balance of 1 is equal to 1 minus share of new partner. This will be given in the problem. It will be given in the problem, the share of new partner. So if the total profit is 1, then how will you find the balance of 1? So balance of 1 is equal to, balance of 1 is equal to 1 minus share of new partner. Okay, and then new ratio. How to find new ratio? New ratio equal to balance of 1 multiplied by old ratio. Balance of 1 multiplied by old ratio. Okay, then we are having a word called sacrifice ratio. Now sacrifice means what? Suppose a partner is admitted into the business. Previously, suppose there are two partners and this profits and losses were distributed among the two partners. Now what happened on admitting the new partner, automatically what will happen is the old partners have to give a share of their profit to the new partner. Alright. So what happened now, suppose there are two partners are there. For example, there are two partners A and B. Now suppose there are two partners A and B, so the profits and losses were distributed among A and B only. There were two partners A and B, so profits and losses will be shared among the two partners A and B. But now what happened, a new partner is C, is admitted into the business. So when the new partner is admitted into the business, so automatically the share of the profit what was given to A and B will be distributed to C also. That means some part of profit of A and B has to be given to C. It means here it is understood that A and B has to sacrifice some part of their profit to the new partner. So that ratio also we have to find out. That ratio is called as sacrifice ratio. So if sacrifice ratio is given, then new ratio can be calculated as follows. Suppose a sacrifice ratio, sometime in a problem that sacrifice ratio is not given, we have to find out. Sometime it is given, sacrifice ratio is given, and with the help of sacrifice ratio we have to find out the new ratio. So if sacrifice ratio is given, then new ratio can be calculated as follows. So new ratio equal to old ratio minus sacrifice ratio. New ratio equal to old ratio minus sacrifice ratio. Okay. Now, so the sacrifice ratio, the meaning what I have explained is same is given over here. When new partner is admitted, old partners have to sacrifice their share of profit to give the share to new partner. Means sacrifice ratio means, as I told you, there are two partners in the business. A and B, and we are admitting a partner C into the business. So when the partner C is admitted into the business, so automatically the partner A and B has to give their share of profit to C. So when new partner is admitted, old partners have to sacrifice their share of profit to give the share to new partner. So here we are finding the sacrifice ratio. So sacrifice ratio formula, the sacrifice ratio formula is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. The sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Okay. Now based on this formula we will be solving one illustration. So in the PDF, if you see student, in the PDF in illustration 1, page number 127. In page number 127 there is one illustration given to you where they are explaining you in what way we are calculating the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, now we'll just learn how we are calculating the new profit sharing ratio. Now suppose here Mohan and Ganpat are sharing profits and losses. See, we are in the illustration 1. So Mohan and Ganpat are sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:3. Okay. Now they admitted Chandrakant for 1/4 share in future profit. The new profit sharing ratio is as follows. So here we have to understand two figures over here. The old ratio is 2:3. The two partners are Mohan and Ganpat. So Mohan is having 2/5. How we got 2/5? Because the total share comes to 2 plus 3, it comes to 5. So that means the profit out of the 5 parts, if the profits are of 5 parts, suppose 5 parts are there, so out of that 5 parts, 2 parts will be given to Mohan and remaining 3 parts will be given to Ganpat. Okay, so Mohan and Ganpat are sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:3. They admitted Chandrakant for 1/4 share in future profit. Now Chandrakant is admitted in is on his admission from the total profit, whatever is our profit, in that profit we are giving 1/4 share. In that profit we are giving 1/4 share to who? Chandrakant. Okay, so Mohan and Ganpat are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:3. In the ratio 2:3, and Chandrakant, a new partner which is admitted, who is admitted into the business, he is given 1/4 share. He is given 1/4 share. Okay, so now we have to solve. How we are going to solve? So student, the first step is balance of 1. First step is balance of 1. Balance of 1 equal to 1 minus share of new partner. 1 minus share of new partner. So balance of 1 equal to 1 minus share of new partner. So 1 minus what is the share of new partner? So what is the share of new partner? Can you see here? The share of new partner is 1/4. So we write here 1 minus 1/4. Now you take LCM, or you can say simple language, you cross multiply. So what you get? 4 ones are 4. 4 ones are 4. 1 ones are 1. 4 ones are 4. 1 ones are 1. Divided by 1 fours are 4. Okay. So 4 minus 1 is 3 by 4. 4 minus 1 is 3 by 4. This is the balance of 1. Okay. Then we have to find out new ratio of old partners. The whole partners are Mohan and Ganpat. So new ratio of Mohan. So what is the formula to find new ratio? New ratio formula is old ratio into balance of 1. You can write balance of 1 into old ratio, or you can write old ratio into balance of 1 is one and the same. So what is the old ratio? Old ratio is, can you see here, 2 by 5. You can see here 2:3. So total profit is 5. Total profit is 5. Out of that 5 parts, 2 part is given to Mohan and 3 part is given to Ganpat. Okay, your total profit is 5 parts. Out of that 5 parts, 2 part is given to Mohan and 3 part is given to Ganpat. So what will be the solving now? See here. So new ratio of Mohan equal to old ratio into balance of 1. So what is the old ratio? 2 by 5 into balance of 1, 3 by 4. So 2 3s are 6, 5 4s are 20. So 6/20 is a new profit sharing ratio of Mohan. 6/20 is the new profit sharing ratio of Mohan. Then we have new ratio of Ganpat. We have to find a new ratio of Ganpat. So how to find new ratio of Ganpat? Old ratio into balance of 1. So what is the old ratio? The old ratio is 3 by 5. We can see here the Ganpat share is 3 parts out of total 5. So 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 into 3 by 4. 3 by 5 into 3 by 4. So it comes to 3 3s are 9, 5 4s are 20. Okay. So now 3 3s are 9, 5 4s are 20. So now this is 9/20 is the new ratio of Ganpat. So then who is the third partner? The new partner is Chandrakant. So Chandrakant ratio is equal to, now Chandrakant ratio is equal to, as per the information it is 1/4. As per the information it is 1/4. Now see the denominator. What is the denominator? 20. What is the denominator? 20. Now you see In 4, what you multiply to get 20? Now see the denominator is 4. In the 4, what will you multiply to get denominator 20? So what you will do? 4 5 is 20. So this 5 you will multiply in the numerator, and this 5 you will multiply in the denominator also. This 5 you will multiply in the numerator, and this 5 you will multiply in the denominator also. So 1 5 is 5, 4 5 is 20. 1 5 is 5, 4 5 is 20. This is new profit. Now therefore new profit sharing ratio equal to, here it is 6, here it is 9, and here it is 5. So new profit sharing ratio equal to 6:9:5. Okay, so this is the new profit sharing ratio, which is equal to 6:9:5. Okay, clear students? So this way you calculate the new profit sharing ratio. Now this is a type where you are given the new partner share and you are given the old ratio. With the help of that, we have calculated the new profit sharing ratio. Now in this problem we will find the sacrifice ratio also. You can find the sacrifice ratio also. Now what is the new profit share ratio? 6:9:5. What is the new formula? This new ratio is 6:9:5. This is the new profit sharing ratio. The new profit sharing ratio is 6:9:5. Okay, so now we will find out, we will calculate the sacrifice ratio also. How to find the sacrifice ratio? The sacrifice ratio of Mohan. Now remember, we find, because who is sacrificing? New partner is not sacrificing, the old partners are sacrificing. So always remember that new ratio you will be calculating for all the partners. New ratio you will be calculating for all the partners, but the sacrifice ratio you will calculate only for the old partners. So what is the formula to find the sacrifice ratio? So of Mohan, old ratio minus new ratio. Now what is the old ratio? If you remember, it is 2:3. Old ratio is 2:3. So 2 is for Mohan and 3 is for Ganpat. 2 is for Mohan and 3 is for Ganpat. So what you will do? Old ratio, in place of old ratio you will write 2, that is the old ratio part is 2, divided by 2 plus 3 is 5, minus new ratio. So what is the new ratio of Mohan? It is 6 part. So 6 divided by 6 plus 9 15, 15 plus 5 20, divided by 20. Okay, now you solve this. What is the denominator over here? The denominator over here is 5 and the denominator over here is 20. Now in 5, what will you multiply to get 20? In 5, what you will multiply to get 20? 5 4 is 20. So this 4 you multiply in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay, so 2 into 4, 5 into 4 minus 6/20 equal to 2 4s are 8, 5 4s are 20, 6/20, 6/20. Now it's common denominator, so 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6 will give you 2/20. Same way for Ganpat. So what is the formula? Old ratio minus new ratio. So what is the old ratio? What is the old ratio? Ganpat is having 3 parts. So 3/5. Ganpat is having 3 parts. 3/5 minus new ratio. What is the new ratio? New ratio is new ratio. What is the ratio of Ganpat? 9. 9 parts. Total part is 20. So we write here 9/20. Compare the denominator. Compare the denominator. What is the denominator over here is 5. What is the denominator over here is 20. So in 5, what you multiply to get 20? In 5, what will you multiply to get 20? 5 4s are 20. So that 4 you multiply in the numerator as well as in the denominator. 3 into 4, 5 into 4. 3 4s are 5 4s are 3 4s is 12, 5 4s is 20, minus 9 upon 20. So 12 minus 9 will give you 3 by 20. Now the Mohan's ratio is 2 by 20, Ganpat ratio is 3 by 20. See the numerator only. What is the numerator over here is 2. What is the numerator over here is 3. So 2:3 is the sacrifice ratio. So 2:3 is the sacrifice ratio. You have to see the numerator. The numerator of Mohan is 2. The numerator of Ganpat is 3. Okay. So see the numerator, it is 2:3. So 2:3 is the sacrifice ratio. Okay. So this was the illustration 1. It is the illustration 1. Illustration 1 where we have learned to calculate the new profit sharing ratio and sacrifice ratio. Okay. Okay, now we will do the second sum. A and B are partners sharing profits in the ratio 6:4. C is admitted as a partner. The new profit sharing ratio of A and B and C is 10:4. Find out the sacrificing ratio. You have to find out the sacrifice ratio. Okay. Now what is the formula to find sacrifice ratio? Solution. Sacrifice ratio equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Sacrifice ratio equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Why are we finding the sacrifice ratio? As we did in the previous sum, that on admitting a new partner into the business, the old partners have to sacrifice their share of profit to the new partner. So for that reason we have to calculate the new ratio as well as the sacrifice ratio. Now this sacrifice ratio is calculated to distribute goodwill. It is calculated to distribute goodwill. Sacrifice ratio is calculated to distribute the goodwill among the partners. Okay, so A's sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio. What's the old ratio? You can see the ratio is 6:4. So 6:4, the total share comes to 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, so A's sacrifice ratio is equal to A's 6 share, 6 divided by 10 minus the new ratio is given as 10:6:4. On adding this all, you are getting 20. So minus 10 upon 20. So 6 into 6 by 10 minus 10 by 20. Okay. Now see the denominator over here. The denominator here is 20 and the denominator here is 10. So what will you multiply in 10 to get 20? Very clear, very simple. 2. So in 10, आप 10 में क्या मल्टीप्लाई करोगे? 10 में 2 मल्टीप्लाई करोगे. So 10 into 2 क्या देगा? 20 देगा. तो वही 2 you multiply with the numerator as well as with the denominator. The denominator is 20 and here the denominator is 10. ठीक है, तो 10 में आप क्या मल्टीप्लाई करोगे? What will you multiply in 10 to get 20? It is simple, it is 2. So what you will do? Multiply 2 with the numerator as well as with the denominator. 6 2s are 12, 10 2s are 20, minus 10 upon 20. So 12 minus 10 will give you 2 by 20. Then we have to find same way B's sacrifice ratio. So B's sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Old ratio minus new ratio. So what is the old ratio of B? It is 4 part. 4 part. So 4 by 10 minus What is the new ratio? New ratio of ABC is 10:6:4. It will be 6 upon 20. So on solving this, now you see the denominator, here 10, here 20. In 10, what you will multiply to get 20? You will multiply 2. So 2 you multiply the numerator as well as with the denominator. So 4 2s are 8, 10 2s are 20, minus 6 upon 20. Okay, so same denominator, so take the numerators together. 8 minus 6 upon 20. 8 minus 6 will give you 2. 2 upon 20. So sacrifice ratio equal to, A's ratio was 2 by 20. The numerator was 2. B's ratio 2 by 20. The numerator is 2. So sacrifice ratio equal to 2:2. That is 1:1. Clear? So this way you found out sacrifice ratio. Now we will go for fourth sum. We will go to the fourth sum, fourth illustration. So here calculation of sacrifice ratio, you have to calculate sacrifice ratio and new ratio. X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio 7:3. The ratio is 7:3. X surrenders. X surrenders यानी X अपना शेयर देता है, gives to the new partner. Okay, so X surrenders यानी X gives. X surrenders यानी X देता है. X gives 1/7 of his share. X gives 1/7 of his share, and Y surrenders. Y gives 1/3 of his share. 1/3 of his share in favor of Z. In favor of Z. Okay, a new partner is a Z. Who is Z? Z is a new partner. Calculate new ratio and sacrificing ratio. Calculate new ratio and sacrificing ratio. So how to find out? So first, old ratio of X and Y is given. So old ratio of X and Y is 7:3. That becomes 7 upon 10 is to 3 upon 10. Okay, so X sacrifice, how much X, what will be the sacrifice ratio of X? What will be the sacrifice ratio of X? So X sacrifice equal to, you have to see what share is he surrendering. Here what I written, 1 upon 7. So what share is he surrendering? X is surrendering 1/7 of his shares. X is giving 1/7 of the shares. So we write here 1 upon 7 multiplied by, what is the old ratio? 7 upon 10. So you will be getting 1 upon 7 into 7 upon 10. This is the what part he is giving. That is 1/7. 1/7 into 7 by 10. So it will be 1 upon 10. This 7 and 7 get cancelled. What is remaining? 1 upon 10 is remaining. Same way Y sacrifice. What Y is sacrificing? See the share what he surrenders. He surrenders 1/3. He surrenders 1/3. So Y sacrifice equal to 1/3 into 3 by 10. 1/3 is the share what he is surrendering. 1/3 is the share what he is surrendering into 3 by 10 equal to, this 3 and this 3 get cancelled. So what is remaining? 1 and 10 is remaining. You will write here 1 upon 10. So your sacrifice ratio equal to, here see the numerator 1 and here the numerator is 1. So 1:1. So it means when you write 1:1 or 2:1, it's very simple. It is equal. It is equal. The share is equal. Now we have to find out the Z share. the new partner share. So Z share here in this type the formula is different. Z share is equal to the what X is what is the share of X sacrifice ratio. X sacrifice ratio is 1 upon 10. So we write here 1 upon 10. What is Y's sacrifice ratio? 1 upon 10. So the denominator is same denominator 10. 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So this is a Z share. Okay. Now new ratio of X. You have to find out the new ratio of X. So what is the formula? New ratio of X equal to, when sacrifice ratio is given to you, new ratio is equal to old ratio minus sacrifice ratio. Old ratio minus sacrifice ratio. So old ratio is 7 by C. The old ratio is 7:3, that is 7 by 10 and 3 by 10. So 7 by 10 minus sacrifice ratio 1 upon 10. So common denominator, keep together, 7 minus 1 will give you 6 by 10. Y's new ratio equal to old ratio minus sacrifice ratio. Old ratio is 3 by 10 minus 1 by 10. So 3 minus 1 will give you 2. So therefore the new ratio is equal to 6:2:2. You can further simplify this as 3:1:1, because this goes in table 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So this is the new ratio 3:1:1. Okay, 3:1:1. Okay, now next we have goodwill. We have to understand about the goodwill. The goodwill, I think I have told you, the goodwill is in this admission of partner, goodwill. Now the next is goodwill. Now goodwill, I think goodwill is a benefit, a name, a fame, a reputation, a image of a business which ultimately helps the business to earn more profit. See, goodwill is an intangible asset. In the final account, we have already tried to understand what is a goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Now, for example, now you want to buy a cake. So when you want to buy a cake, we think about Monginis. Okay, and in Monginis we are paying little higher amount, and then too you are buying the products at a higher rate. So why we pay a higher rate for the product? What you get at same product you can get in a normal bakery at a lesser rate. The reason is goodwill. So for goodwill you are giving some extra money to the organization. Now when this organization get this money in the name of goodwill, so automatically they can earn more and more profits. Okay, so here when the new partner is admitted in the business, the new partner has to bring cash for capital, and he or she has to bring cash even for the goodwill also. Okay, now very fast we will see what are the methods. Now there are two methods of calculation of goodwill, types of calculation. See, in most of the problem the goodwill amount will be given to you. At very rare case you can have the problem where goodwill is not given to you. So in that case you have to calculate the goodwill with the help of some information what is given in the problem. Okay, so now there are two types of goodwill. There is two methods of calculating the goodwill. The first one is average profit method. And the second one is super profit method. Okay, average profit method and super profit method. Now the average profit, I think we already know what's the meaning of average. Okay, so if you see, we have learned in lower standard also what's the meaning of average, how to calculate average or how to calculate mean. In statistic in 10th standard you might have learned about how to calculate the mean. So mean is nothing but average. Suppose there are 10 observations are given to you, you have to find a mean of it. So what you will do, that 10 observation you will add and divide by 10. the number of observation. Okay, so mean means average. So here, how to find the goodwill? Using the average profit method. Using the average profit method, how you are going to find goodwill? Okay, the first step, total profit. The first step is total profit. Total profit, suppose for 5 years. For example, for 5 years, if the profit is given for 5 years, profit is given for 5 years. Suppose now 3 years profits are given to you and 2 years loss is given to you. Okay, so what you will do, profits you will add. We will do a sum based on it. I'm just explaining you the steps. So profit is given for 3 years and for 2 years loss is given to you. So in that case, what you will do, all the profits you add, and if any losses are given, that you subtract. Okay, so first step is total profit. I've written a short form TP. Second step is average profit. Whatever total profit you got, that total profit you divide with number of years. Whatever total profit you got, that you divide with number of years. For example, in our problem we had information for the 5 years, so you divide with 5 years. So average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. Clear? Then you got average profit, then you find goodwill. Goodwill is equal to average profit. Average profit, what you got in second step, average profit multiplied by number of years of purchase. This information will be given to you. Say for example, in some problem they may give you for 2 years or they may give for 3 years. So what you will do, whatever average profit you get in the second step, multiply with 2. So this is goodwill. Okay, so based on this we will solve one sum so that we can clear what is average profit method. Okay, so average profit method we will do first. So for that we have to solve a sum. You can see we will solve illustration in page number 128. You can see we will solve a sum in page number 128. Profit or loss here. Profit or loss for 2016, 17, 18, 19. That means here 4 years information is given to you. Okay. So first year profit, second year profit, third year loss, fourth year profit. Calculate goodwill. Calculate goodwill at 2 years purchase of average profit. At 2 years purchase of average profit. Calculate goodwill at 2 years purchase of average profit. Okay, so first step, solution. What is the first step? As I told you, first step is total profit. Total profit equal to, what I will do, I will add all the profits. So first year is profit 1,20,000. First we will add profit 1,20,000 plus 80,000 plus 60,000 minus the loss is 20,000. For the third year, it is for 2018, the loss is given to you. That loss you will subtract. So what you will get now, 1,20,000 plus 80,000 is 2 lakh. 2 lakh plus 60 is 2,60,000 minus 20,000. So 2,60,000 minus 20,000 will give you 2,40,000. Will give you 2,40,000. 1,20,000 plus 80,000, that is 2 lakh. 2 lakh plus 60 is 2,60,000 minus 20,000 will give you 2,40,000. This is total profit. Second step, second step is average profit. Average profit. So average profit equal to, average profit is equal to total profit equal total profit upon number of years. Total profit upon number of years. So what is the total profit? 2,40,000 upon number of years is 4, so your average profit comes to 60,000, because 4 6 are 24, 1 2, you will be getting 60,000. Third one, you have to find goodwill. So goodwill equal to average profit into number of years of purchase. Average profit into number of years of purchase. So what is average profit? 60,000 into number of years of purchase. It is given as, calculate goodwill at 2 years purchase of average profit. So 60,000 multiplied by 2, you will be getting 1,20,000. Okay, so very simple sum it is. If this is asked, it's very easy. Suppose you are given some profits. So first step is total profit, add all profit, deduct the losses. Second step, you have to find average profit. Average profit formula will be total profit upon number of years. Third one is goodwill. Goodwill is equal to average profit into number of years of purchase, that is 60,000 multiplied by 2. So 60,000 multiplied by 2 will give you 1,20,000. So this is the first method in which you can calculate the goodwill, that is by average profit method. Now the second method, if you see the second method is super profit method. Super profit method, in this the steps are, the first step is you have to find, first step is total profit. The first step is total profit. Second step is average profit. Average profit is nothing but total profit divided by number of years. Third step is normal profit. So normal profit is, see, normal profit means something which is normal in nature. ज़्यादा भी नहीं, कम भी नहीं, एकदम ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट भी नहीं, एकदम ज़्यादा लॉस भी, एटलीस्ट कट टू कट, यानी अपना एक्सपेंस और लॉसेस निकल जाए, अपना एक्सपेंडिचर अपना निकल जाए. So that is normal profit. So normal profit, you have to calculate. How will you calculate the normal profit? So normal profit you will calculate by using the formula capital employed. Capital employed is nothing but capital, what you have invested in the business. Like in last year in single entry system, we have learned how to find the opening capital, you have found the closing capital. So opening capital, how you found, that is nothing but capital employed. So capital employed means the amount what is invested in the business. The amount what is invested in the business, it is called as capital employed. So same formula, capital employed equal to assets minus liabilities. Okay, so capital employed into normal rate of return, NRR, normal rate of return. Normal rate of return means expected return. Say for example, कम से कम मुझे 10% तो मुझे मिलना चाहिए प्रॉफिट, या 20% मुझे प्रॉफिट मिलना चाहिए. आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग समथिंग 20% I should get in return, or I should get 30% in return. That is called normal rate of return. Normal rate of return. Okay, then normal rate of return. Then so capital employed multiplied by NRR upon 100, NRR, then whole divided by number of years. Then fourth step, super profit. Super profit means something superb. What we got, the profit what you got in excess. हम लोग सोचा था नॉर्मली इतना ही मिलेगा. सपोज नॉर्मली मुझे 20,000 ही मिला, लेकिन मुझे एकदम ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट मिल गया, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल. सो it is unexpected profit. Sometimes the turnover is very high. So that is called super profit. So super profit is equal to, the formula to find super profit is equal to average profit, AP is average profit minus NP is normal profit. Average profit minus normal profit. And then fifth one is goodwill. Goodwill is equal to super profit, what you get over here, super profit into number of years purchase. Super profit into number of years of purchase. Okay, so we will just repeat the steps. The first 5 steps are there. The first one is total profit, second one is average profit. Average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. Third one is normal profit. Normal profit we have to calculate with the help of information given to you. Capital employed multiplied by NRR divided by number of years. Fourth one is super profit. Super profit you can find out by using the formula AP minus NP, average profit minus normal profit. And fifth one is goodwill. Goodwill equal to super profit into number of years of purchase. Okay, super profit into number of years of purchase. Now we will be just read the statement of what is super profit. Super profit is a profit which is earned over and above the normal profit. यानी जो नॉर्मल मुझे मिलना चाहिए, अगर उससे ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट अगर मुझे मिलता है, नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट से ज़्यादा अगर 1 रुपया भी मिलता है एक्स्ट्रा या 2 रुपये एक्स्ट्रा मुझे मिलता है, दैट बिकम्स अ सुपर प्रॉफिट. So super profit is a profit which is earned over and above the normal profit. Super profit is the profit which is earned over and above the normal profit. Second one is normal rate of return, that is NRR. Means every businessman thinks to sustain in the business. They want to sustain in the market. They want to sustain in the industry. सेम इंडस्ट्री टाइप. सो ये देखते हैं कि वो इंडस्ट्री जैसा एक ए बी कंपनी है, एक सी डी कंपनी है. तो ए बी कंपनी का जो रेट ऑफ रिटर्न होगा, कम से कम कितना मिल रहा है उनको, 20% रिटर्न में मिल रहा है, तो उतना ही सी डी कंपनी भी एक्सपेक्ट करेगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड नॉर्मल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. मतलब ये हुआ कि यहाँ पर दो टाइप सेम इंडस्ट्री है, एक ए बी की इंडस्ट्री है और दूसरा है सी डी की इंडस्ट्री है. तो ए बी को अगर समझो एक्सपेक्टेशन अगर 30% प्रॉफिट का है, क्योंकि उनको मालूम है मार्केट में उतना मुझे मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, तो डेफिनेटली सी डी भी यही सोचेगा कि मुझे भी कम से कम 30% रिटर्न में आना चाहिए. सो दैट इज नॉर्मल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. सी द स्टेटमेंट, इट इज अ रेट ऑफ रिटर्न नॉर्मली अर्नड बाय द फर्म्स इन द सेम इंडस्ट्री, or it is a profit expected by the investor on the capital employed. यानी कि अगर मैं कोई बिजनेस करता हूं तो मुझे बिजनेस से इतना उम्मीद है कि मुझे कम से कम 30% का प्रॉफिट आना चाहिए. आई शुड गेट 30% प्रॉफिट. सो दैट इज आवर एक्सपेक्टेशन एंड दैट एक्सपेक्टेशन इज नथिंग बट नॉर्मल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. Then we have a capital employed. Capital employed means, as I told you, it is the amount what is invested in the business to. Okay. Now, for example, suppose I want to start a business. I am the proprietor of CD company, so I have invested 5 lakh rupees. So this is nothing but capital employed. So capital employed is the amount what is invested in the business. So it is the amount of capital used by the firm. It is the amount of capital used by the firm to start and run the business activities. It is the amount of capital used by the firm to start and run the business activities. It is made of fixed assets other than goodwill plus current assets minus current liabilities. As I told you, how you calculated capital, how you calculate capital in single entry system. Same way, single entry system हमने कैसा फाइंड किया था, ऑल एसेट्स, सारे एसेट्स में से लाइबिलिटी को हम माइनस करेंगे. ओके, करंट लाइबिलिटीज, वी आर सबट्रैक्टिंग द करंट लाइबिलिटीज फ्रॉम ऑल द एसेट्स. यू विल बी सबट्रैक्टिंग द करंट लाइबिलिटीज. You will be getting capital employed. You will be getting capital employed. Okay. Now Based on this super profit method, we will solve one sum. So the information what is given to you is, find the value of goodwill from the following information by using the super profit method. Find the, so you are given capital employed as 3,50,000, NRR is given as 12%, goodwill is valued at 2 years purchase of super profit. Okay, so first step you have to find out, first step you have to find out the good total profit. Okay, so first step is total profit solution. First step, total profit. So total profit equal to, I think it is 80,000. If you see 80, 95, 1,10,000, right? 80 plus 95, 80,000 plus 95,000 plus 1,10,000. Then we have loss 40,000 and profit 85,000 plus 85,000 minus 40,000. Okay, so 4 years profit is given to you and 1 year loss is given to you. So profits you add and deduct the losses. So if you add up all this, 80, 95, 1,10,000, okay, so 3 zeros, 5, 10, 1 carry, 9, 9, 18, 19, 27, 2 plus 1, 3,70,000 minus 40,000, you will be getting 3,30,000. So 80 plus 95 plus 110 plus 85. So 80, 19, 27, it is 3,70,000. Second step is average profit. Average profit is equal to total profit upon number of years. So total profit is 3,30,000 upon 5 years, because the profits and losses are given for 5 years. So you will be getting 5 6 are 30, 5 6 are 30, you will be getting 66,000. This is average profit. Third is, you have to find out normal profit. Third is normal profit. Third you have to find is normal profit. Normal profit is equal to capital employed into NRR upon 100 divided by capital employed, what is the formula, upon number of years. So normal profit is equal to capital employed into NRR upon 100. So the capital employed, it is given over here. Capital employed, if you see, it is 3,50,000. 3,50,000 into 10%, you will be getting 35,000. This is normal profit. 3,50,000 into 10 upon 100, you will be getting 35,000. Fourth step, you have to find super profit. So super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit So average profit, if you see, it is 66,000 minus normal profit is 35,000. On subtracting this, 6 minus 5, 1, 6 minus 3 is 3, 31,000. And the last step is goodwill. Goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years of purchase. So it is 31,000 multiplied by number of years of purchase. So number of years of purchase, it is given to you as 2 years. So multiply by 2, you will be getting 62,000 as a goodwill amount. So goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years of purchase. So capital employed, it is 3,50,000. Capital employed is 3,50,000. And the NRR, it was 12%. See here, NRR is 12%. So NRR is 12%, 12 upon 100. So 30, it is 220 get cancelled. 35 into 12, 2 5s are 10, 1, 2 3 6 7, 5 1s are 5, 3 1s are 3, 42,000, 12%. So average profit minus normal profit, 42,000, it comes to 24,000. And then your goodwill is equal to super profit, which is 24,000 into 2, you will be getting 48,000. Super profit into number of years of purchase, 24,000 into 2. The rate, it is 12%. The NRR rate was 12%, not 10%. So 12 upon 100. So 3,35,000 into 12 upon 100 will be 42,000. Then super profit and then goodwill. So this way you calculated, this way you learn how to find goodwill by super profit method. Okay. Thank you, students.